Hi, everyone. Welcome to one of the most thrilling parts of Nosh Live, the Nosh Live Pitch Slam presented by 301 Inc. Before we get to meet our contestants, first, a little introduction to our illustrious panel of judges. First up, we have David Lafferty, who is the Senior Global Grocery Coordinator at Whole Foods Market. Next up, Katie Paul, VP of Category Management and Growth Solutions at KeHE Distributors. Then Gail Becker, founder and CEO of Collie Power, and also Nosh's Person of the Year. And finally, Pete Speranza, Business Development Principal at 301 Inc. Thank you guys so much for judging. And with that, I'm going to call up our first contestant, Sosi from Sosi's Healthy Pleasures. Yes, that's fine. Oh, use that one. All right, and with that, your time starts now.
Welcome to Sosi's Healthy Pleasures, where nutritious meets delicious. My name is Sosi, and I am the founder. What would you think of when I mention yogurt? Do you think of something breakfast, something sweet, strawberries, apricots? Well, at Sosi's, it's savory. We are the yogurt for your everyday meal. This is the first yogurt of the United States. If you didn't know, it was brought here by Armenian family. They brought the cultures from homeland, and they established the first American yogurt here, and then it was sold to General Mills. This is our legacy. Everybody knows one Armenian family, and they know the delicious foods we eat. And if you don't know one family, you probably know my twin, Kim, or my sister, Cher. Armenian yogurts are very tasty, delicious, creamy, and tangy. It really lends itself to the savory yogurts that we make. We make artichoke dill, spinach jalapeno, roasted red peppers, Mediterranean roast, and garden mint. And our difference in the market is that we are high in protein. We have 6 strains of active probiotics, all natural, real ingredients, no preservatives, no additives, no RBSD hormones, no added sugars, and we are naturally gluten-free. We have many uses in the kitchen. We are not just a gourmet dip, but we are also a spread, a marinade, a garnish. Just serve a dollop on your plate, and it will gourmet up any dish. The problem in the market is just too much sugar in everything. The solution that Sosi has is we just don't add any sugar. And we bring a wow factor, flavor that nobody else has managed. We have been covered in a couple of Colorado magazines, and they've recognized us as the top picks from Colorado products. And our market opportunity is just huge, with 40,000 supermarkets available to us, and the hottest food trends being fresh, healthful snacking, bold flavors, meal prep being made easy, resealable packaging, yogurt-based, probiotic-rich offerings. We are totally in line with the hot food trends. We are merchandised in the deli dip section in the grocery stores, and we are retailed typically at $5.99, and we are in the growing market segment. We just don't need to steal any market share. We created market share. We are in the top 4 or 5 distributors, national distributors. We are in at least one division of the national major grocery retailers. We've learned many things over the years. We have a dedicated team. We have a very accomplished advisor. And we are just poised for great growth at this point. We are looking to fundraise so that we can support our existing customer base. Starts supplying some of the approved accounts we're not in yet. And we are just ready for big growth. Thank you.
Perfect timing. So we'll have you get a little closer to our judges. They're snacking so they won't bite. Guys, what do you think? Let's start with taste. We kept hearing about how taste is so important.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the tanginess of the, you could tell that the uniqueness of the yogurt actually brings a unique flavor to it, which I love. And the savory side of it, to your point, especially in the dip space, I mean, that's where it is anyways, but it's pretty developed flavors. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the flavors. It's funny because right near my house, there's a farmer's market, and every Sunday there's a booth that sells these on a much smaller scale. And the line is always so long because they're really delicious. And I think you really nailed the flavor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anyone have some questions?
I'll go.
Yeah.
I think it's a great tasting product, so congratulations and thanks for your presentation. When you break out your customer segments, do you find that folks are using it more as a marinade or more as a dip, as it's advertised?
They use it mostly as a dip and a sandwich spread. But really, there's a lot of uses. Those are the two things I've heard most of the time. And I hear a lot from mothers that they use it to have the children eat the things that they don't typically eat. So they will dip their carrots or zucchinis and whatever the chicken nuggets that the kids are not eating, if they put it with the red pepper or the eggplant or the artichoke dill. I have one customer whose child will not eat any vegetables unless it's dipped into the red pepper.
Thank you.
I have one for you. So how do you plan on reaching the consumer? What's your strategy around consumer communication?
Our strategy is we get a lot of emails and we respond through email. We are not very strong on social media. We have some presence, but we haven't had the funds really to put that into social media. With our next round of fundraising, we really want to give our strength to marketing and especially social media to communicate directly because they're very interested in recipes and the uses because this is not a breakfast item. It's to complement their meals. They can make a quick grilled meat and just make a gourmet meal for the evening or something nutritious for the child for lunch.
Tell me about the packaging. What were you hoping to achieve with this particular packaging?
The packaging, I initially wanted to bring forward just the homemadeness, not a really big commercial look about it. And we've been on the market several years now. And in this forum, I've met wonderful designers. And they've given me some ideas that I should bring forward a little bit of the ethnicity, which I did stay away from in the beginning because I really wanted to address the mass market. But the market has really matured. And I think it's time I can bring out the uses and the ethnicity of the product line some more. Do you agree? Should I be doing that?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the market is definitely ready, and it's a wonderful differentiator.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Pete, you guys have invested in gut health and dairy. What's your take?
Yeah, once again, the product's spot on. I like the authentic story, all that stuff. Talk a little, just for a second, about your team and who do you have today, and then what would be your next hire, actually, as you talk about marketing and other things that get you off the ground here?
Oh, is that not
And this
working?
is the speed round because you'll.
Oh, it's not working because I do have a picture of the team if they wanted to see.
Just
But
high level.
I have an awesome production manager
Okay.
who has a background of SQL certification, She comes from a background of mass production. So she's been running my production for several years. She has a very cohesive team that works with her, so I don't have to be in the kitchen anymore. But I have to be in all other things still. I have a wonderful advisor who's very accomplished. He's the CFO of a major company in California, and he's been strategically helping me. And he is very accomplished with mergers and acquisitions, and I understand yogurt and dips, and he understands dollars and cents, so it's been a great partnership.
Nice.
Well, it sounds like a
Thank you.
perfect marriage. And with that, we're going to move on to our next contestant. If you can come off, we're going to switch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching Nosh. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ding that bell.